Welcome back to the show. It is Solid Color James and Patchy Colors Janko. Patchy Colors. It's kind of checkered and yeah, it's checkered.
Didn't really expect to be casting. This is my desk shirt.
So if you were casting, would you have a different shirt?
Yeah, plain one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there we go. Now you know some more about Janko. Or maybe, you know, I always said, like, one day I'm going to do a show with a wetsuit on.
With a wetsuit?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I can.
Because you can.
Absolutely.
A snorkel on?
Hmm?
A snorkel?
I wouldn't go that far. Just a wetsuit. Just a wetsuit. We have a clip from Byali's madness in the previous round. Roll the tape! So let's see what was going on there. Look at Forrest bouncing around like he's in a Missy Elliott video. Oh, that's a long way, in fairness. That's a long way.
From his point of view, it doesn't look as bad as it did watching. And also because another huge factor is the fact that he shot at Forrest a lot and tagged him to 20 HP. So Byali is thinking he's just going to tap and wait for me to peek to finish him. And he's going to be waiting for me and then get the kill. But I don't know. I think it's pointless to discuss from our point of view because from in-game it's a lot more different. To me, it didn't even seem like he was waiting all that long now.
Yeah, it's not a situation you can fault. You take one road or you take the other road. And sometimes you will win, sometimes you will lose. On this occasion, he lost. But it's just a brutal way to lose. But credit to Forrest's parkour. He made it as hard as possible for Byali to kill him. He got some good airtime there as well. So it's a good reason to learn some bunny hopping. So we move on to cobblers between these two teams with perfect timing.
And this is going to be a very interesting map, I'd like to say. You never know with VP Online, but they did play well despite losing both pistols on overpass. So we just saw NiP do light work, make light work of Godsend. On Cobble, I'm sure that VP will be capable of putting up a tougher fight. And they start the T side, which they're known for. So Snax gets first contact here on B plat with Xizt.
That was really good.
You can see how they are trying to just bait out a reaction. The two players are boosted they're in a tower towards A long, just waiting for an aggressive push. And now the A split comes in. pasha gets the entry kill on Forrest.
What, he got his knife out. Why did he get his knife out? I don't know why, but he's dead. Snax will trade. And now his job is to stay alive. And now he's dead as well. 2 versus 2 though. The bomb is making its way to the site. Oh, pyth running out of bullets, gets taken down, gets punished by NEO. Xizt in a 1 versus 2. He has the APC to try and get himself some 1 versus 1. They're going for the double peek though. Very smart stuff from VirtusPro, and that will give them the pistol round.
Good stuff. You see how they have a clear plan. Okay, let's try and bait them out on B platform. If someone pushes A long, you know that Forrest sometimes likes to be aggressive. Okay, that doesn't happen. Let's go back towards drop, split the A bomb site. They're probably passive somewhere, and they executed perfectly.
The Nova.
NiP goes for a force buy with no armor. They just get pistols, HEs, and 2 shotguns to play close range. So an interesting approach, that's for sure. And they didn't blow their load immediately with the nade, so they still have them for a later execute if it comes in. Actually, when it comes in.
He may regret standing there. Get Right's Nova skin is gross. The antique skin is the only respectable one in the game at the moment. Oh, the candy apple, actually. I'll say that one, and that red one as well.
This one is okay.
It's gross. How can you...
It's okay, James. Like, it's all right. It's not too bad.
VirtusPro moving...
You're just an elitist when it comes to skins.
I probably am, yeah. pyth is the only man. Poor pyth. He's got a USP, and he's blind. If he gets a kill here, he's hiding behind those notorious plant pots. He's just coming out of nowhere! But no kills for him. Byali with 180, flying Mach 10. There we go. There we go. I own this gun. Almost called you down again.
It's alright. It's PTSD.
Yep.
But great second round execution from VP. They're waiting around, waiting for an aggressive push from NiP. That doesn't come in. They have enough utility. That's very important to know that they, the players who bought AKs, some of them also had utility, but they had players with SMGs who had everything needed. And you can see that they threw 3 Molotovs towards that B platform area to clear all the close choke points, which are obviously the most dangerous ones in second rounds when players can have pistols or shotguns. And after that, they just use byali with the Mac 10 to scout and to see where the CT players are. Even though there was no one in the bomb site, I mean, only pyth, it was still a pretty good execution. Even if NiP was there, I think VP wins the round regardless.
I would love to see a boost, a Nova boost, with the, with the Nova. Like you do with the AWP, where you just stand on your teammate's head, but you don't jump up. Although he would have been fully wrecked by those HE grenades. Although
Where?
Hmm?
Boost where?
Boost in the drop. Boost in the drop.
Oh, drop.
Yeah. So sometimes you'll see like an AWP get boosted there.
Yeah.
And just stand on his teammate's head, but with an Nova, because I think the range should be enough to get a one shot. Although it wouldn't need to be around the neck area, I think. But definitely pashaBiceps. Might try it myself. Lovely shot there by NEO. And he will soon see that the A site is completely empty. The rotation's already begun. But NiP are not going to rotate just yet. They are committed. Committed like penguins.
I mean, it's just they only have USPs that one Nova, so they go for a gamble, stack the bomb site, just hope for the best. VP goes the other way. No luck there.
Nova's legit.
They're not.
I love shotguns, just in general.
The fact that you love shotguns, James, doesn't make them viable or
See?
legit.
Look, he killed someone with it.
Yeah, that definitely makes it viable.
Exactly. I'm glad you agree. Nice money in the bank. Right then, NiP, it's your buy round. What do you have to offer us? Forest, AWP, no armor. Curious as to where he is going. It looks like it's long A. Seen some nice action from long A Cobblestone in the last few days with AWPs in particular. And again, I do think the flashbangs we see from TaZ in that direction generally requires review. So far, so good. Another tag there, but he doesn't have support close enough. Friberg has abandoned him. Bombs down, get right going for the full spray. He will deliver the second kill. Snax alone. Pop flash. Friberg spotted and Snax baited. Xizt will finish him off. Have you been to Iran before?
To Iran?
Yeah.
Nope. Because I've had the pleasures.
Xizt, I know Xizt has been to Iran.
Okay.
I know that Karrigan has been to Iran because obviously that, as evidenced by his difficulty. I think it's after 2008. I want to say if you've been to Iran, or then you need a visa. You need a visa to go to America because I think he has a knife called Hassan or something, which is related to his trip to Iran. I want to go to Iran. I would like to visit it before somebody starts a war. That wasn't actually a Trump reference. I just mean in general, man, because I was going to go to... Actually, I'll save this for an eco round. It is a buy round.
And a very important one at that.
Why is it important, Janko?
Because NiP wants to get consecutive rounds on the board so that their money system doesn't get reset, James. Then they will not have rifles yet again.
Forest! Go to a spray transfer. Half of TaZ is gone, but half of TaZ is intact. Is the glass full, half full or empty? The glass is at 50% capacity.
It's interesting how Forest just decides to peek that corner at that point and catch a player who was setting up for a nade. No support from his team, nothing, just...
Are you saying he's hacking?
I guess he was feeling it, James.
Are you saying he's hacking? Are you suspicious?
Absolutely not.
Easy in, easy out.
That's how you want it.
3 Ts making their way onto the B bomb site. There goes the bomb, that means full rotation. VirtusPro struggling in this round. Pit trying not to get wallbanged again in this position. Doing his best to stay around that pillar. Then he pops out. That's a lovely shot onto NEO. That's a lovely shot onto NEO. That is like the finest honey spread on the finest butter, spread on the finest piece of toast. That's lovely.
Where did you have your finest piece of toast, James?
Well, rather than toast, bread with the finest butter and finest honey on it would have been in France with my family.
Is that really a thing? Honey on bread and...
Yeah, man. I will. I'm making an order, Janko. I'm making an order. I will bear you in mind.
Okay. We have great honey in Serbia, though.
Really?
Yeah, my grandpa used to make it as well.
Really?
Gave up making brandy now.
Of course.
Very good one. You would know. You tried rakia in Serbia, James.
Don't talk to me about rakia.
We see that VP decide to go for a force yet again because they have enough money for AKs on some of their players. But it's far from optimal, as byali almost catches pyth there. It's a good start. Looks like they're going for some aggression towards the drop zone, but NiP is playing passively there. They're giving up control of that, having get right towards the window. Something that TaZ plays that position often as well.
Right, how are NiP going to manage this? Get right's been taken down. They had 3 players over towards A, did the NiP side. Xizt just about getting that frag. Still got some bullets to duel with. There we go. That's a big pick off. The bomb is down. If he realizes that the remaining players are at A, B, then he could go for the rotation, or he could go for a 4K instead. Wow. Monstrous play by Xizt.
Finishes with a 4K, but basically done everything he needed by getting those 2 kills on platform. Saves pyth from having to split his focus to 2 different angles. So a bit unfortunate that pasha only has a pistol. He probably would have been able to trade that kill if he had a rifle, but that's what you get from force buying, James.
So from Jordan to Lebanon, through Syria, back in the day, like a few years ago.
Back in the day, okay.
You could get a taxi. You could get a taxi from Jordan through Syria up into Lebanon for £50. Because all the borders are close to each other.
I'm sure now you can get the ride for free.
Yeah, I was going to do that, and now I can't go to Syria anymore. Unfortunately, probably never in my lifetime. So
well, don't be like that.
So the point is, I would like to go to Iran before anything terrible happens. But unless I go on a business visa, and I have no business there at the moment, then
create some, James. Create a fighting game tournament in Iran.
I could do that. They have a Mortal Kombat scene up there.
See?
3-4, NiP in the lead. 2 AWPs coming out for the Swedish side. The Poles back on the buy. The money's good for NiP at the moment. The same cannot be said for VirtusPro, of course, just coming off an eco.
NiP playing really well so far on the CT side, switching things up, constantly reacting if they lose map control. Even this was a good move. Unfortunately, they don't get the kill, but they do, actually. byali low as well.
Yeah, damage has been done, but will they be able to capitalize on it? The bomb for VirtusPro is still pretty far back and seems to be headed over towards A. Friberg is alone towards A at the moment. Xizt is the rotation man, but he's also the man looking at the drop zone. Why do we keep calling it the underpass? VirtusPro slowly moving away, and NiP is slithering towards A as well.
This is where you have a problem for the CTs on Cobblestone. In a situation like this, there's nothing they can do to get more map info. They can just react to what the Ts are doing, and the Ts are coming A, James.
Indeed, they are. Friberg on the site, tagging TaZ, and now TaZ is in a crossfire. pyth, though, goes in, seems unexpected. Oh my god, what is happening to this team? 3 players, all tags, but Forrest maybe has the wrong weapon for the job. M4 would be spectacular here. He's still going for the push, though. If he happens across an M4 and an AK, surely he's going to go for it. So far, so good. pasha gets taken down, but now he's got 3 people trained on him. Sees the flashbang trajectory. There's byali. Oh my god, he was so close. Look at the help on these players.
Yeah, as I was saying, that was the problem. They don't have control of drop anymore. They're passive towards platform. So you kind of have to gamble at that point. But where do you think they're going to go? There's not really a place you can flash in someone. Maybe Friberg goes down the mid slope and then a player rotating from B flashes him into mid. Something like that, but that's far from optimal. So good round in the end from VP. They picked the correct site and now they're going for a fast B play, it seems. Or just sending pasha to take platform control.
Forrest is pretty deep towards long A, and TaZ is around the corner as well. So we might see some action there, but at first, pasha has a bad angle. Now if TaZ makes a step forward...
take note of how NiP approaches this. Like they throw the Molotov, and then as it is dissipating, there is a far smoke coming for platform, as that's a great pop flash that completely gets Forest, and Friberg falls as well. So this gives control of the site pretty much to VP, unless pyth can get there in time, which he can't. He's burning, James.
He's on fire, but not in a good way. Not in an NBA Jam fashion. Bomb making its way to the site, but Get Right has other ideas. Xizt coming in from the back, but Long is in control. So in that sense, VirtusPro have some kind of high ground, at least on Xizt. But he could be a nasty surprise. And the T's may not position well for Xizt's position, but surely byali's seen him. TaZ will go down, byali trades, and Snax will answer back as well. pyth alone, 20 HP for him. 2 to find. Do they know where he is? Seems like, oh my god, Vac and all the other things. byali alone now. pyth looking for it. The grenade might do some damage, but again, it's the AWP ultimately. Maybe not. The AK now. byali, will he position to the wrong way? pyth clutches the round for his side. 2 kills for him.
No kit, no time.
He doesn't clutch the round, and he can't save his AWP. 21 HP. That's brutal. Can go back for it. And oh my god, he's so lucky! That is ridiculous.
Oh, it was all the way up in the side. That's ridiculous.
I thought it would be blocked by the little ridge. Wow, look at that shot. I thought it would be blocked by the ridge.
Wax all over the place.
I know.
But yeah, just to quickly finish my point about that B platform control from NiP, a really creative way to approach it, because after the Molotov passes on stairs, Xizt is creeping up. He gets the smoke is flying over, then he gets flashed by his team as well, and he can clear that area of the map and is protected by that smoke as it pops. But as we see, Snax getting the kill on Friberg, NiP decides to go for a force buy, but VP switches up the pace.
Forest is spotted, and he'll get taken down before he can do anything. It seems it's already abandoned ship for NiP. The force buy has failed. They need to protect this AWP. byali looking for it as well. He's hunting already, rotating his way towards the B bomb site. He's containing these CTs. So it seems they may be hunted.
NiP tried to, win around and reset VP's money, but that didn't work out for them. I think now they should just bite the bullet, go for an eco round, and then have another normal buy and try to play with VP there, because they were doing a good job on the CT side earlier on.
Ooh, another weapon for the NiP side. 6-4, very tight half between these. Oh no, the AWP's been lost at the last second.
That's unfortunate. I think it's actually a good thing, because otherwise they would have probably forced yet again. I mean, dropped guns and bought up. This way they're gonna go for an eco, and we'll have a healthy buy in the next round. You don't want to make it easy for VP on the T side by not having good equipment or good utility.
Fast play into the B-bomb site. Xizt has no idea where he is. He could be on Cobblestone. He could be in Japan for as far as he knows. Oh my god, look at all the frags. How can I commentate this? It's Friberg alone with a P250 now.
He actually was in Japan, James.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with Friberg, they were doing promo stuff.
Ah. Japan is a nice... Have you been to Japan?
No, I want to see Tokyo.
Tokyo is awesome. There's you can get a train from Tokyo to a place called Nara, which has a park full of deer.
Full of deer?
Yeah, but they're very friendly.
Oh,
because you can buy these little biscuits and feed them. And as soon as they see you leave a biscuit stand, they're going to be biting your jeans to get your attention.
Feed the deers. We have deers in Serbia, though, as well.
Yeah, but are they so forward? Are they so demanding?
Well, not really. They are Serbian deers in the end.
4 smokes down on the site on the map at the moment. Neo towards long. Forest again in a very forward position.
This is something I dislike in general. Like, Forest and Friberg are split up on the A bomb side. Neither of them can hold by himself. Forest can get 1 kill and then fall back at best. Friberg perhaps do even less. It's much better when you have both players there. That way you can play off of each other and if they really decide to go the other way with the majority of the team, you can still react to it, buy time. You still can establish crossfires. But pyth misses a shot here as VP setting up for a B execute.
Yeah, he got himself a nice flash to slow him down though, and he picks NEO off in the drop zone after NEO takes his play down. Oh, pyth, he can't afford to miss these shots. They know he's on the fountain area. Almost gets 2 for 1. Slows down. Oh, get right. He's the snake in the grass. But he's gonna. Oh my God! No, but you can't. What is this kind of nonsense? How do you 180 like that?
Oh God!
How is that possible? How is he not dead?
That must be so frustrating for Get Right.
I mean, that's some highlight reel business.
I don't think he even wants to kill pasha first. He wants to kill byali first, but he just moves and insta headshots him in a 180. Wow, that's insane.
That's messed up, man.
And that wins them the round. that one kill wins them the round.
Forceful. Oh, okay. I saw the second deagle shot in my mind's eye, but it wasn't to be. TaZ clearing out the long area now. Bomb collected, but the CTs will rotate. They know where the bomb is, and TaZ is continuing to charge forward. But it seems fine. Everything's fine. Everybody calm down. Everything's fine.
I mean, he could have died there. He was by himself. The bomb down gives away an AK. Position gained by the CTs. Could have been way more dangerous, but he gets the kill.
Ooh, lovely positioning behind that wall. That saves him, I think. 2 rounds remain in the first half. NiP with 4 rounds on the board, maybe expecting more. But maybe because of byali's 180, they will ultimately get less. 2 warps for them, pyth and f0rest. Assume f0rest will be going back to his usual long area in DT ball, and Friberg on the low grounds. 3 players over towards B initially. Xizt, what are you up to? What are you up to, sir? Xizt, big fan of DMX. Actually, we tried to get DMX to DreamHack Winter last year, but his management didn't reply. Yeah, I'm not joking. But he probably wouldn't be allowed in the country to do some X go and give it to you on the stage. That was the plan. And I was going to have Zipex on the stage with him, because it's an X, right? And he agreed to do it as well. Snax. Very nice play.
Great idea.
Very nice play by f0rest so far. There's another one, but not the third. But I mean, he's done his job. The damage has been done. I think it's fair to say pyth delivering once again 3 versus 2 now. Molotov to try and slow these players down. No one's going to make the hero play and try and run through it. byali's got a nice angle, but a Molotov will shut him down as well. Almost 2-man spray down, but it's 0. Now it's TaZ alone versus 3. The smoke will create some space for the talisman of the VirtusPro side.
This is the problem I have with that setup on A, James, because f0rest is there, he gets 2 kills, he dies, but Friberg is in mid. And now Friberg, because long is lost, he's forced to move, but BP is splitting A, so he gets caught in that rotation, and that's both players down and control of the side given up. If Friberg is with f0rest, if he gets the kills, then Friberg can cover him while f0rest covers the other angle. If in some weird situation all of VP's players or 4 of them go mid and they're both A long, well, that way Friberg can cover f0rest's back and f0rest can take the long angle, the long range battle video up from A holes towards players crossing from mid, right? That's again a favorable fight for him. He can get a kill or 2 there. That's why I always prefer those 2 players playing together rather than splitting up.
Xizt, what is going on here? 1 frag, slowing down the madness. Oh, pyth's taking down. Okay, that's an open B bomb site. And it may be hard for NiP to claw back this last round of the first half. Friberg coming in on the flank. f0rest, if he's alive, he's dangerous. We've seen that all day today. May it continue. Oh, he's the last man. He's in 1 versus 4. He may get sprayed before anything even happens. Down goes TaZ. Not sure what NEO was up to. Oh, f0rest. Doing the best he can, but perhaps it was too much to ask on this occasion. 5-10. VirtusPro leading the charge with a good T half. Ninjas in Pajamas won 1 of the last 8 rounds. So once VirtusPro figured them out, they were good to go. Pistol's going to be crucial, especially for NiP with such a deficit. Neo, the defuse kit man, smoke grenade as well. Pit, 2 flashes and a smoke. No raid boss on either side. No 5-7 onto VirtusPro. Not looking to deal with any drop zone shenanigans, maybe wanting to avoid the variants there. Snax, how are you here already? I mean, did you get a bus? How? NiP charging onto the B-bomb site with all but one of their players. It seems they're going to leave Pit in a flanking, anti-flank situation. pasha quite tagged, somewhat blocking byali, but they're going to force their way out. What are the post-plant positions like for NiP? Not good enough, it seems, because they're getting ruined by these CT weapons. Coming back, though, with 2 kills. There's a third one. Down goes the smoke. Neo going for the hero diffuser, 5 HP. Do they even realize it? I don't think they have any idea. They're not even trying to stop him. They're not even trying to stop him. He had 5 HP.
Well, what do you say about that one?
I can only assume they did not hear the sound cue. Even though it's got the beep beep, who's got the keys to my Jeep these days. Still, they had no idea. Or at least it seems that way. Because there were angles to shoot, but no. But no. NiP, despite the deficit... Well, they did get the bomb plant down, after all. So AK is coming next round. I do wonder if pasha heard a collision of his HE with some of these players. Either way, he's going to get himself to kills. He will get traded. FAMAS picked up. He's got lots of bullets in it. And there are some kills. Suddenly, there are 2 CTs remaining. This is a good round for NiP. Oh, the angles! No Kevlar on either of these NiP players.
They need the bomb while the smoke is up.
Bomb is on the floor.
It's going to be hard to plant afterwards. It's not really favorable for them to fight without armor. That being said, we're in a 1v1.
Not sure how much Forrest would have seen on the death cam, but perhaps Xizt can go for the wall plants. 50 seconds left. He could even rotate to the other side. Ooh! He's got 2 HP. I've seen gangsters with more fingers than that. 3 kills for Xizt in this round. This is pretty much next bullet wins. And there it is. Xizt kills 4 in a round where NiP had pistols and no Kevlar to speak of.
Xizt, the silent hero, yet again. Great pop flash. Gets them the first kill. Even though pasha gets 2 afterwards, they still... Xizt still manages to get the trade. They find the FAMASes. I think actually what made it in the end was actually that tag through the smoke, because TaZ was the healthy player with a rifle as well, but he was really... couldn't do much after he was tagged that hard.
Get Right will regret that one. I mean, look, all the utility on the NiP side. I don't know why VirtusPro not suffering from colossal grenades in the drop area. Just even the 1HE, the flash, the Molotov.
Is there really a reason for you to go for that play though? If you get right, you know that if they buy, it's going to be a weak force buy. Why would you go for something individual like that? No reason for you to take that risk to try and make a play by yourself. Just figure out what you want to do as a team and then approach the round together. Just like we saw from VP in the first half.
Janko, I find it hard to disagree with you. And it seems VirtusPro...
That's what they all say, Jay.
VirtusPro made this... Oh my god. Swept into the gutter. 4 kills for byali. Whatever you can do Xizt, I can do better. Yeah, this just, I don't understand.
No, I mean, yeah, you have a Mac 10, even if you die, it's not that much, but combine that with the kill pasha gets, I don't even know, it could have been through the smoke, perhaps as well, with the deagle, I'm not so sure. At that point, you're just losing too many players. You have to rotate, you're losing map control that allows, I think it was Snax, to push A long as well. You need to look at the big picture, James.
I love big pictures, especially on walls.
Which is your favorite museum?
we can come to that in a second because there's action here on the B bomb site, Janko. TaZ around the rock. The CTs are low on HP. Get Right can still do this. Maybe he can have some redemption there. TaZ peeking out, but the reload comes in. Get Right better know his Galil spray. Inverse Titan logo. Essentially. The trade. Snax. Right place, right time. VirtusPro prevail.
Another problem is you look at the NiP was down 12-5. So obviously you need all the rounds you can get. And you throw away one of the easier rounds on paper for you. Now it's looking very grim for them.
Now they're down to P250s and a flashbang. When you say favorite museum, do you mean museum and or gallery or just strictly museum?
And or gallery.
Saatchi Gallery on Kings Road is the best place, especially if you got the Gjeldem with you. It's awesome. I strongly, strongly, strongly recommend it. Ooh, Snax has a peek, but he only sees 1/3 of the information. Now he may see the rest. Lovely flashbang. He's pushing for the smoke. That's really, really smart. He's still going for the pot shots, and he's going to get ruined. But so is pyth. TaZ has the range advantage for the time being. Holding good angles. Doesn't want to go too far. Things is getting hairy once again. No one likes a hairy. Existing Get Right.
Can confirm.
Mag 7 and a FAMAS. No Kevlar once again. The bomb is between them. And now there's a bullet between Get Right's eyes. Far less handsome. Xizt has opportunity because the CTs have split up. There's one on each site and one in the drop zone. So he has opportunities for 1v1s. And if he sees NEO, I was going to say, if he sees NEO, if he get close, I wanted him to try and get close to the Mag 7, but he was denied opportunity. He pulled out the P250. It's not spectacular from that range either. But there we go. Beggars cannot be choosers, and NiP were certainly begging in that particular round.
They need rounds, James. They need rounds. They need them now. Otherwise, this game is over. Looks like they're going to spread around, try and get that A long control before doing anything concrete.
Trades, that's good for NiP. 1 minute 30 on the clock to capitalize on this trade, but I have to assume the second player is here. There may not be. Sometimes you have one towards A, sometimes you have two towards A. But they'll need to clear these areas out. Friberg going on a research mission. It appears that TaZ has been boosted into, I don't even know what you call this position, but he's up there. But does he look left or does he look right? If he peeks too far, his silencer will give his position away. Neo's in for support. NEO can run distraction, and now they're never going to check for TaZ. And that is a crushed round. Crushed like a packet of crisps under a fat man's ass.
Why don't you check that? It was even before NEO came in to be a distraction for TaZ, so no reason not to just check that spot.
Match point VirtusPro. Match point VirtusPro. Once NEO peaks, that is GG's. You might as well drop your weapons. 9 rounds for NiP. They have got bags of utility. They've got bags of utility. The carrier bags are bursting at the seams. That is how much utility they have. Going to use it for a fast play. Get Right wielding a UMP. He will fly through the air. The 180 comes in, and pasha will just about go down. Now Get Right needs to run distraction. He is the threat that needs to be eliminated by these teams, and indeed he will run distraction. Snax will go down, and now it's a 3 versus 2. NEO just pulling one back to leave 3 Ts. He has a Molotov, and TaZ has a flashbang. Both coming in from more or less the same direction. No one on the flank. How will they do this? There goes TaZ as well. NiP not out of this just yet. NEO, 8 HP, 3 players to find. 2 on the high ground. But there it is. So I think that's something for people at home to just be aware of is, you know, you get 1 kill, and then you're a threat. So Get Right can just stick behind this wall while the rest of the team come in and abuse the distraction he has caused to slaughter the opponents.
That is true. That's exactly what he did.
Like pigs in an abattoir. pyth is over towards A long. And in this time, indeed, VirtusPro, they're on the eco, and they've only got one person towards A. We got vac kills for days, baby. So it's not a... I wouldn't recommend jumping through the smoke. pyth has taken down the flanker and Snax. He's not going on a recon mission, though. He's going to join his teammates, who have lost a man. Get right, pyth, both heavily tagged, so they'll want to combine their forces. Snax, sorry, TaZ with the cleanest ultraviolet knife I've seen. It's clean.
Still waiting for someone to come up mid. No one there, of course.
Of course.
Oh, another graffiti. Do they stay there like throughout the game?
I think so. I think so. I mean, probably because they'll have limited use rights, so it'll leave them there for longer. I'm not feeling these sprays, to be honest. I would have been happy without them in the game.
I like that they're in.
You do?
Yeah, but it's silly to have only a limited amount. I think that's just, you know. I miss the good old days in 1.6 where you would clutch and then spray at the ground and pull your knife out and bunny hop because you're a sick player.
I miss the days where a counter-terrorist would be sprayed on the wall. And then you shoot the counter-terrorist, but it's a spray, and then a counter-terrorist comes out and shoots you from somewhere else.
Really, that used to happen?
Yeah, man. CS Italy was a common one in the apps. I think Dan, I don't know if it was Dan who mentioned the CS Italy one. Anyway, both teams back on the buy once again. AWP onto both sides. VirtusPro lacking in utility. Snax lacking in HP. Xizt lacking in... I don't know what he's lacking in. Maybe he's not lacking in anything. Maybe he's the perfect man. Not as tall as me, though.
Sneaky, sneaky Xizt.
Indeed.
How does this even happen?
Call the rotation. Call in the rotation. He sees that chicken coop is empty. Super high flashbang. But somebody has made their way forward. Neo is there. The pop flash is real. Will he be checked, though? It's a slow rotation from NiP. They don't want to go crazy. They don't want to make a terrible mistake. Neo pushes through the smoke. He gets punished. byali trying to kill the cross. Double peek coming out, and he cannot escape. He will be denied. No, sir. The bouncers will beat the snot out of him. TaZ and Snax, last two. 7 rounds behind RNIP. Soon to be 6. The loss bonus isn't spectacular for VirtusPro just yet either. They will get...
No, but they have a lot of rounds to work with. They can afford to go eco every now and then and have a proper buy. Just as we saw from NiP on Overpass, it was VP who was slowly mounting that comeback on the T side, and NiP was patient enough to eco and then have the proper buy every round. If they didn't, then Forest wouldn't have had a kit in that last round and wouldn't have gotten the defuse. So yeah, we see that they pick up the nades.
Nice.
For the B-bomb site.
4 high explosive grenades.
Free stylo. That's the name of Snax's P250. Nice reference game. I like that.
I'm just waiting for these HEs to be deployed. Deploy the HEs! There is one day where all these grenades will come together to sing a song in perfect unison. It will be a song about Crimson.
Song of death and destruction, James.
Depression and unhappiness. Crushing defeats.
You could call it the DDK song.
CZ getting off to a good start. TaZ, oh my god, he's pretty good with a CZ. NiP, is this how you go down? Is this how you are eliminated? Snax, he has...
Oh, he was really taking the long way around.
He has opportunity. pyth's the high health player, but pyth's the bomb carrier as well. pyth has to make his way to the bomb site. He's not doing it just yet, though. He's throwing the bomb to his teammate. Doesn't want to give up the map control. Sometimes you just get shot straight through the head and die.
Yup. byali having a great game, almost 30 kills. at 27 right now.
He is indeed. Pulling away from the rest of his teammates. Full buy coming in for VirtusPro. Just the one diffuse kit onto TaZ. We'll see if that plays a part in this round later on. Now it's... I mean, maybe it's NiP's turn to have a long comeback and then suffer heartbreak. Maybe that's the plan from VirtusPro all along.
But what about the NiP magic, James? Surely they can bring it all the way back.
I don't believe in magic.
You don't?
No. I used to practice a bit of magic, though.
You did?
Yeah. There was a guy in Victoria Station who, like, every month he would have his little stand with his little magic stuff. And when I had the money, I would buy crap magic tricks from him.
What's the crappiest one you got?
I will tell you later on. There goes Xizt. Hello and goodbye. That's the lurker. And pasha's taken up an aggressive position. And in fact, pasha's continuing to push because they've got a deep smoke in. So NiP, their hand is going to be forced. Snax taken down though. This may cause a rotation. We've got a lot of aggression coming in from both sides now. All NiP, all their remainder over towards the A site. byali isolated because of this Molotov. They know where he is, roughly. Double P coming in, they're lining up. But they will just about survive. pasha now, one man to crush the dreams of NiP, of Swedes everywhere. Not on this round.
It's a bit too greedy from Snax. I mean, we know that he loves to play around smokes, that he's always a nuisance there, but pasha had great information in that round. He was pushed all the way towards the B platform, 50 seconds left, no sound cues there either. They have to be somewhere. So I think that Snax should have just played passively. They had the smoke as well. Big advantage for NiP, for VP in that round positionally. But they throw it away. And now they're forced into yet another eco, James. And they will have just 2 gun rounds left to win against NiP in regulation. Otherwise, overtime.
The only magic trick I can remember right now is one called long and short cards, where if you've got a pack of cards and you ran your thumb over them in one direction, it would show all different cards. But if you ran them in the other direction, if you turned the pack upside down and the other way, it would show all of one card.
Cheeky.
I'm not quite in the magic circle, so I will expose the secrets. All the cards that were the same were shorter than all the cards that were... Oh no, it wasn't. You didn't turn it upside down. You just shuffled it the other direction, basically. So yeah, one direction was all 9 of hearts. The other direction, they were all different. And boom, you're a magician.
As we see, VP are just waiting to get some exit kills, maybe pick up a gun or two, so maybe that way they could sneak up an extra gun round in the remainder of the regulation time, but doesn't look like they'll get lucky with it.
NiP will quietly make their exit from the B-bomb site. I say quietly, they are shooting AKs, of course. Firing the shots like it's a Middle Eastern wedding. Another round in the bag. 3 rounds between these two sides. Now, when VirtusPro lost, I think they had 7 rounds in a row. NiP had 6. Can they continue VirtusPro changing it up quite drastically, dramatically, emotionally?
pasha on the op as well. Probably going to take it to B plat. Snax going for that early aggressive pick, and he finds someone. I'm surprised by this because you should always account for a player trying this, especially a player like Snax, just throw a pop flash in and completely negate it.
Okay, Snax going back to the wall. Doesn't have any rifle support. He needs to deliver. Almost getting the 3rd one. That's a good thing about this area. So you can always jump back to another corner as an AWPer, if you're lucky. And there we go. They are being fed to the Snax machine. I have no comparison for this. I like my analogies, but I have no comparison to the feeding of the Snax machine. on this occasion. If you have a good one, feel free to tweet me. 16-12, VirtusPro. Yeah, always around the cart position where those smokes. There's the boulder there as well, where you couldn't see some, but it's mainly around the cart position. But yeah, that's always a dangerous area to be challenging and AWPA. Any final thoughts on VirtusPro versus NiP? NiP in pajamas.
I think both teams looked strong on their respective maps, and NiP won both pistols on the first map. Am I correct?
I believe so.
So it was pretty close. A great effort from VP to bring it back almost all the way. But then on Cobble, we see why VP is one of the best, if not the best, Cobble team right now. They're just strong all around.
G2 versus Envy is coming up almost immediately. Short break, then we're back into the game. See you soon.
This time now, my brother. Come, follow me. Move it.